Welcome home, brave heroes. I'm Ash, this is HeroQuest, and it's time once again for LokeQuest, part of a series in which I design HeroQuest one-off quests using Loki's books of battle mats. In this episode, we are exploring the Citadel of Chaos. The Citadel of Chaos features page 11 of the Loki's books of battle mats, towns, and taverns editions, both volumes 1 and 2. Before we begin, you may notice this quest uses almost exclusively gray miniatures. That means gargoyles, dread warriors, dread cultists, ogres, mercenaries, and I have elected to throw in a specter just for this particular quest. You, as Zargon, can adjust the difficulty to your liking by adding or subtracting as many enemies as you see fit. Brave heroes, the Citadel of Stagborough has fallen, and dread forces have occupied it, making it their temporary base of operations. There is only one way that I can see to eradicate this threat. Lore Tome tells me that there are two brothers, the dread champion Zant and the dread sorcerer Lorn, who command these forces jointly. Laying them low will cripple the morale of the dread forces in this region. And so, brave heroes, I send you on this perilous quest. Now onward. The heroes will actually start here, in the lower left corner of the map, and none of the dread forces will be revealed to them. This is a bit of a seek and destroy mission, with the mission coming to an end and its objectives fulfilled once the two named dread characters are slain. Plus, if you so see fit, any additional enemies who are now in the hero's line of sight. As with the previous quest in this series, once heroes enter a particular house, all of the enemies can be activated in that building. Zargon, you can choose whether or not windows are a viable entrance or exit to any particular building. Zargon, to help with door management, you can elect to say that any and all doors on the LokeQuest maps are considered to be closed, but a hero can walk through them and close the doors behind them. This means that line of sight will be blocked in and out of these buildings. But this particular set of maps doesn't actually use that many doors, so you could go ahead and use all of the open doors once a hero has elected to open a door. The gargoyles posted here do not move, but they will attack if they are attacked first, and they will simultaneously come to life, ensuring that the heroes pay for their transgressions. There is an additional quest mechanic for this quest. There are a couple of additional mechanics to this quest that I would like to explain. One is the patrol and the patrol's route. The patrol is a group of mercenaries who have fallen under the dreaded sway of Zargon's influence. They will travel a set path every turn, and they can remain on the board if you so choose, or you can place them on the board only when they enter the hero's line of sight. This group is constantly staying vigilant and looking out for any heroes, but their patrol route is fixed as they encircle these joined buildings on this avenue path, going around and around until they meet with any threat. If the heroes do enter the patrol's line of sight, the patrol will act accordingly. They'll move in and attack, and the archer will stay put, firing arrows from afar. If this patrol is defeated, there is not another patrol to take its place. However, depending on the strength of the heroes, you could, of course, elect to change this, and a new patrol could perhaps enter from this point on the map. Something about this particular patrol is that their line of sight is always going to be fixated forward, relative to the orientation of the minis themselves. This means that this patrol cannot see in any other direction other than in front of them, and whenever the patrol reaches a corner, all of the miniatures should be turned to face the direction that they will now be traveling. In this way, the heroes will be able to monitor the patrol and use this to their advantage, sneaking behind them to avoid any sort of active confrontation, which is very useful if you do decide to respawn the patrol if the patrol is killed, or outright sneaking up on them or ambushing them and taking advantage of a sneak attack. Zargon, I've placed a hideout tile from Rise of the Dread Moon here in the upper left map, but you can decide how the heroes discover it, whether there is a door that must be found when they search for secret doors, or whether there is an obvious door somewhere around the room itself that they can enter. Once the heroes find and enter the terrible room containing the Dread Champion brothers, it will be revealed that the sorcerer is actually quite a coward, immediately teleporting out of the room to let his brother finish off the heroes alone. It is Lorne's hope that the heroes will either finish his brother and allow him to command the dread forces alone, which he will then use to crush the heroes and get all of the glory for himself, or have his brother defeat the heroes, at which point he will then take advantage of his brother's weakened state to again, be the sole surviving Dread champion. Lorne only has enough teleportation magic to teleport directly behind the heroes immediately when they open the door. From that point onward, he will flee from the scene. He can't actually go anywhere, but he will try to get out of the heroes' reach and fire at them. And when I say fire, Lorne has the Warlock's Wand, overpowered in the hands of certain beginning halflings. Lorne will use this wand not once, but twice per turn, getting a ranged attack on whatever heroes he sees fit to decimate. Lorne also commands the Dread spells Fear and Rust, and that is it for the Citadel of Chaos. Brave heroes, please comment anything you like down below, including whether or not you enjoyed the presentation of this quest and or are planning to steal some ideas from it, which you are wholeheartedly welcome to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of LokeQuest. Bye for now.